Hey, it's Brendan Squire from BrendanCalling.com, coming at you from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. There I'm high. 90 years ago, doing this was as illegal as doing this.
What the young boy frags me. Who's got the herb? And then the elders tell
That's
me.
right. Thanks to a handful of well-organized zealots, the 21st Amendment was passed, introducing alcohol prohibition into the United States. The effects were immediate. The government immediately found itself out of millions of dollars in revenue because it couldn't tax the stuff anymore. Crime went through the roof as normally law-abiding citizens went to extreme lengths to get their alcohol. And violence also shot up as well. I'm high. Prohibition was so ineffective and so costly to the government, and of course so unpopular, that 13 years later, Franklin Delano Roosevelt repealed it, partially in response to the Great Depression and the U.S. government's desperate need for more revenue. By legalizing marijuana and taxing it and regulating it exactly the same way we control alcohol, we would remove the profit from an increasingly dangerous black market and use a market-based solution to create revenue that the United States desperately needs. Last week, at Barack Obama's historic online town hall meeting, which took questions from people from around the country, one of the top questions turned out to be, are you going to legalize marijuana? Obama, in response, cracked a cheap Cheech and Chong joke and flatly said, no. For someone who prides himself on being a smart guy and someone who has admittedly smoked his share of doob in his time, it was a remarkably ignorant response. If Barack Obama thinks that pot smokers are just a group of tie-dyed, headband-wearing hippies down at the Dead Show, he really needs to get out a little bit more. Because potheads come from all walks of life. They're teachers, doctors, even police and firemen. They're moms and dads and homeowners and professionals. People who are law-abiding citizens, except they enjoy smoking a little bit of reefer after a hard day at work. Around 13 states have decriminalized marijuana for some usage or other, either medical or in Massachusetts where they've made it a misdemeanor. And California is considering legalizing it outright. It's time for the federal government to follow the lead of the states. Make marijuana available like alcohol for adults. Make sure it's regulated and taxed so the government gets revenue and kids don't have access to it. Barack Obama and the federal government need to get with the times. Anyway, I'm Brendan Squire, and I'm just going to enjoy myself a beer until they make puffin' weed legal. See you next time, everybody.